Alex, and today I'm gonna present you a part of my research on security in Southern Europe and Ireland. Let's start by having a look at what defines the fuel mix of a country. Firstly, have the availability of indigenous fuels, which means what resources are available within the country. Secondly, we have the cost and affordability, either if those fuels are extracted by the same country or if those fuels are imported. And in the case that we've got imports, then we have the trade relations. In other words, the bargaining power of the country, its ability to buy cheaper primary energy sources. And finally, the environmental issues, which are equally important to the decision making on the energy supply security from the policymakers. Let's have a look on our case study where we selected 5 different countries with same characteristic that they are all hidden by the financial crisis back in 2008, either if that crisis was caused by a problematic banking sector or from a sovereign debt of the country. And what we did, we had a look on the fuel mix changes and observe potential impacts on energy supply security. Okay. The methodology that we used was based on 3 different proxies. Firstly, the energy independence, the reliance of the country on particular. Secondly, the Shannon-Weiner index, which is a diversity index describing how diverse is the fuel mix of the country, or as you can see later, the origin of import of the country. And finally, the Herflach-Hirschman index, which is a concentration index. Okay. Let's have a look at the graph showing the diversity in the concentration index. We can see that the Sonnenvinion is getting bigger as the number of choices is increasing, and the HHI as a concentration index, it's getting smaller as the number of choices is increasing. The Sonnenvinion takes a 0 value when we've got only one option. That's because if we go back to our equation here, we can see that ln of 1 equal to 0. And for the HHI, we've got the maximum value when we've got only one option. So going back here, we've got 100% square, which gives us this value here, the 10,000. Okay, now let's have a look at our particular study. We observed that from the fuel import dependence, more than 50% of energy fuels were important, which this is the case for the average of the whole European Union. Again, we observe a reduction from 2009 and on. And all this happened in line with renewable energy production growth. Okay. Having a look at our diversity index, we can see from here how sensitive they are in the number of choices. As you can see, in the case that we selected only 3% of or only 3% fuels that contribute to the fuel mix of each particular country. We've got a much smaller SWI index compared to the case we had included all of our fuels. And from our two diversity and concentration indices, we concluded that all countries improve their fuel mix diversity. That that improvement accelerated after 2009, and it's worth to mention that Portugal starts as the less diverse country and finishes as the most diverse one. Okay. I think that's my 5 minutes